Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls Remastered. I'm just gonna kindle up this bonfire and go human. Because having 5 Estus for the long stretch ahead of us just isn't enough. I could probably make it work, but I just remember we also have that Firekeeper soul. I should probably use it and get a better Estus flask. Once we finish kindling this up, of course. That's a bright boy. Okay. Browning Shrine. Alright, let's get the dank Estus improvement. I think it only goes up to +5 in this game. But I also think that I think you're always short 1 in your first one unless you kill one of the Firekeepers and take their soul and use it, so probably going to be Quelaag, because I mean, you know, her bonfire doesn't really serve much purpose outside of the Covenant, which doesn't really give you, I don't think it really gives you many, if any, rewards. I'll have to look it up before I do it. Let's see. We're going to Duke's Archives, there we go. I mean, I'm sure there's some... In fact, I think you get a Chaos Storm from it. I think that's, like, the main reward. Speaking of which, I also need to upgrade my Pyromancy Flame. I did check how the stats would play out. I am able to get, like, 5 attunement slots on this character. Maybe it was 4. Yeah, it was 4 attunement slots, I think. Which is fine, because that's, like, 2 Great Combustions and a Chaos Fireball, so... that's all good. Not like you really need that much in terms of pyromancy spells. Let's murder those things. Also, isn't like... what is his name? What's his name? Sigurd or whatever? Isn't his daughter like trapped in one of these things and you just smash her out? She just like falls out of them. That might only be if you go here before helping him at the one place, or it might also only be if you have him like fight things and kind of give him the ending where he's gonna die. Because I'm pretty sure it's a lot more obvious that she's here. I think it's like a huge white one that she's trapped in. Howdy. Whoa, hey. Oh, thanks for lining yourselves up. Oh, that guy was smart. He was like, "Nani!" and then jumped out of the way. Oh, I didn't mean to kick, come on. I think of Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 is the game where I've accidentally kicked rather than attacked more than any other games. Any other of the Souls games, I mean. Man, I'm just thinking about it. I haven't been locking on much at all in Dark Souls 1. I'm really surprised they didn't do the thing where you can roll in any direction. I understand why they didn't add the thing where you can sprint in any direction while doing it, because facing your target is a lot more important in Dark Souls 1 than the other ones. Presenting your back, especially in PvP, is like a death sentence. I mean, you can present your back to PvE enemies without much issue, but sometimes if they're a humanoid type enemy and they happen to swing at you when they're behind you, it'll count as a backstab. So that's bad. But otherwise, not a big deal. Ah, I raced him to the attack and he got there first. Is there actually anything with that? You know, I remember these guys being a lot more intimidating the first few times I played. I think usually my damage just isn't this good by the time I get here. I also think I usually go here as like the second place I go to instead of like the last. I think the way I saw it was like, I was like, well, you got the thing for the DLC from here, so I might as well go here last, because I'll do the DLC after that. But no, we gotta go do the thing at the lake first and then come here, so... If I remembered that, I probably would have did the lake thing before coming here. But that said, I'll just go save the lady at the lake, and then come back here and get the thing that you need. I forget what it is, too. It's just like, it's just a thing that you get off that one golem that was at the start of the Duke's Archives. He was just by himself in a corner. I just realized this is... Whoa. Damn, dude, he hit the wall so hard it bounced him back. This is going to be particularly hard because there's spots here that are fake floors. And normally, it's really easy to find your way across because people spam the shit out of messages on the fake floors. So you just see messages floating there, so you know where they are. But I don't have that luxury in this mode. That said, I'm positive there's one here because you can see the things falling there. See? Fake floor. Oh, yeah, it's moonlight butterflies. Oh, there's a big old white one over there. Anything down here? Of note? Not really. Okay. Oh, well, there's an NPC message there. Okay, yeah, you can actually see... I forgot that there was a thing that kind of showed you that there was a path there. Okay. That is not leading all the way over here, is it? Oh. Oh, hi. Gotcha. So you could go that way. You could. Or you can go this way. And I think there's a drop down. Yeah, there's a... Oh, God. Oh, God. I forgot about that. Oh. Slip and slide land. And you can drop down here. And the crystal lizards. No! Oh, son of a bitch. No! Come on! Oh, I got one of them. Oh, I didn't realize there's so many NPC messages here. Okay, I can see the end. Just beeline it straight for that. Don't drift off course. Otherwise you'll fall. This land is too damn big. Oh, I'll just take that, hopefully without falling off the whole thing. Oh, hi. Moonlight Butterfly didn't like that. Can't get me if I'm over here. Ow. Yeah, I can't one-shot these guys. I need to be careful. Oh, that's not the right thing. Wow, that was the first Estus I had to use? Did something give me an Estus or something? Because I feel like... Oh, God. I feel like I've used more Estus than that. Also, one hit stuns him, so I should probably just go ham on him. Like, you know, sprinting attack in right out of the way and... all that. You know, like that, and then smack him. Oh, whoops. Don't get wrecked now. Also, don't get eaten. Getting eaten is a devastating attack. Oh wait, did he drop? Yeah, he dropped an item. It's always hard to tell with these clams. Oh no, that's not. No, that's my prism stone. He just had to be gold like an item. Actually, I guess they're like blue in this game, so I don't really have an excuse. None of them dropped an item. I think they can drop like curse removal stones. Also, I'm really not going to need this hornet ring here, so I know exactly what I should have, and I should have cursed bite ring and let that tick down a bit, because this guy uses curse for a lot of his stuff, so you got to be careful. He's also immune to damage until you break that little thing in the back, which luckily is very easy. As soon as you start the fight, you spawn right next to it. I always like the lighting in this area. That's my crystal! It makes me immune to all forms of damage. Both elemental and physical. And then you just go boop. And then he's like, no, I can feel it in my heart. I'm vulnerable. And you just whack him. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Jesus, he's taking a lot of damage real fast. What if I just two-hand this? Oh, that's even better. Because I don't have to fucking spend a million years recovering. No, no, no. That's the attack you don't want to get hit by. Because that's the make the entire ground become spikes attack. And that's never fun. Alright. Oh yeah, this one actually has... Oh yeah, I guess all the lords have a bonfire pier in there. Oh, I should have put... I need to remember to put on the silver serpent ring after all the bosses, because it's a lot of souls I'm missing out on. I didn't even need the curse berry. I didn't even get touched with a curse. Okay, more decks. Getting close. Only 8 more levels, and then I'm done leveling my attack stats. Probably get attunement up to 16, because that's not a large point investment, and then that'll be out of the way. So that'll be nice. Let's see. Next we want to go to... what's Stone Dragon? Oh, that's the Dragon Covenant, right? Is that? Yeah, I guess it is. Where's the closest place? I think the... not in Orlando. The Undead Parish Bonfire, I think, is the closest. We're gonna head over to that lake where the lady is and kill that Hydra and see if we can get into the DLC before the episode is at an end. Which, I mean, you know, we've got plenty of time. Man, I lost one Estus Flask because I didn't rest at that bonfire up there. Oh no. Oh, and I figured out how the Estus Flask works with online. I mean, everyone, I'm pretty sure already knew that you get like half of what it is. But it seems to be based on the bonfire that you last rested at in your game. Because, I rested at a bonfire that I didn't upgrade at all when I was doing a fight with my friend once. And I only spawned in with 2 Estus. Like, shit, that's terrible. Went through those real quick, and then was kind of boned. But then I upgraded one of my bonfires all the way, and then I had 10 there. So it seems like if you want to invade somewhere, you need to really be sure that you upgrade those bonfires. That said, it's not like it'd be too hard. You don't need the humanities to heal anymore because you can't use them. You got the Estus, so there's no reason not to. There's a thing you can drop onto. I think it's lower down. Yeah. And let's get the Grass Crest Shield and murder the Dark Knight up here. I actually already lit the bonfire that's down there because when I was farming for upgrade materials before, I got to like the end of where the Dark Wraiths are, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? Let's just run past the Drakes really quick too and light the bonfire. but I will still go ahead and rest at it. But you know, I got there. I didn't go past and kill the Dark Knight and get the shield. But might as well rest at it to get my health back since the Dark Knight doesn't respawn and there's no other enemies there. And then just past there, there's like an elevator. It takes you down to where there's a bunch of drakes. Just past, it's like an undead dragon, which I'm probably gonna kill at some point. And then, if you keep going past that, you actually go to that area at the, like, you know the shortcut you take out of Blighttown? And, like, the tower's, like, across the bridge that lets you take the elevator up to, Firelink Shrine. That's just where that connects to. It's all connected. Try to kill off as many of these as we can before the Hydra starts shooting. Oh, he's already shooting. Hydra killed him for me. Unless they're dying in one hit and I'm not realizing it. Oh yeah, okay. Ow. He's not hitting me too hard. Get wrecked. Once we get out here, it should lure him in. Oh, there's a regular knight set. Oh, that's a head. Can't get ahead in life, eh? Oh, is he shooting magic? Yeah, he is. That's bad. I can't tell where the floor is here. Oh, I think I can kind of see it. I think that's something that happened when they changed the lighting. I think it's a lot harder to see where the floor is. Which is bad, because you really want to see where the fucking ground ends, you know? Hacking off heads. I shoot magic. No! Gah! He's dead. Yeah, I can kind of see the edge right there. God, that's really hard to see. I wonder if it's easier to see with a light source on my head. Doesn't seem like it. And I can see it right here. But damn, that is really hard to see. I hate that. It's way easier to see in the base game. Well, if it's not any easier to see, I might as well just use my usual helmet. I think there's no gaps in the very far left, so I think as long as you just hug the left side, you should be fine. Yeah, that, like, the lighting thing. I don't remember there being, like, this big, like, sunbeam on the water before, and I really hate that because I cannot see where land stops. But whatever, you hug the left side, I guess you're fine. Oh wait, he's not here either. What the heck? I thought there was supposed to be a big crystal that would, like, that would have a lady in it. And then you'd save her. There must be something I have to do first, but what? Oh, you know what it is? You get the Dust Crown Ring from the Hydra, and then you have to reload the area and come back. That was it. Kind of finicky, but Whatever, we'll just reload the bonfire we had before. Kind of annoying that we have to go back through the water, but that said, I should probably put the ring on that lets me go faster in it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Also, I should rest at the bonfire just to be safe. Because even though it technically reloaded the area, I want to make sure, you know, it, like, reloads the area again. I almost walked right off that cliff because I was looking at the timer. Trying to jump at me? Oh shit. It's in that moment where you're just like, ah, fuck. I should be able to run through here much faster, and there should be a giant white gem in the back now. Also, if you don't have the key to the one door before, that ladder's how you get up there. It's just annoying because you gotta kill the Hydra, and there's also these cat monsters you have to deal with, and they're shitty. Nobody likes them, I don't think. I think everyone just buys the key. Ah, there he is. Okay. Also, my caps lock is on. There we go. It's like, oh no, that's my stop recording button. No. Alright, here, gem boy. Whoop. How much damage you take from one of these? Well, that's a lot. It was also like a critical hit, so. Howdy.
So, it is thou who rescued
You're like very straight to the point and just like poise immediately after falling out of a crystal.
I cometh from an age long so. Before I disappear, my hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee. Would this be a visit?
Yeah, sure.
My heart and I shout, in great thou art in it seen.
Now, she has a summon sign that appears by where the Star of the Hydra was, and I think you can buy stuff from her, so let's just do that and just get the stuff. I don't think you need to reload for it, but I might have to. Which would really suck, because, I mean, Jesus. It's like, yeah, you gotta kill the Hydra, and then you gotta reload, and then you gotta come back and kill the gem, and then you gotta reload, and then you gotta come back, and it would just be annoying. Actually, you know what? I think I fucked up. I don't think I needed to go back to the bonfire. I think you just gotta go back to the game's main menu. There it is. Not like it's a player summon sign. This is offline mode. It's so weird that she shows up like through a summon sign like this. She doesn't appear as like a spirit, and you just buy shit from her. Also, proper bow. The best gesture in the game if you want to be a filthy dickbag in PvP, because what you do is you just you do the proper bow because it's like the fastest emote in the game. I'll just take that. Never. It's like the fastest emote in the game. So what you do is you just you do a proper bow, and if somebody's doing the regular bow, you have enough time to finish your proper bow, run up to them, and just backstab them. Or if you have the dark hand, you can also steal humanity from them, which is just silly. Let's see, warp. Oh yeah, I need to go to Orlando. And I need to kill the gem guy again, because now he should drop the thing I need to get into the DLC. Trying to slip through his legs, but wouldn't have it. Maybe it would have been faster to spawn up the Duke's Archives bonfire and backtrack. I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, we won't find out, but we've come this far already. Alright. So I'm just gonna kill this guy up here. There we go, back to where the gem guy was again. And there should be a portal to the DLC there. Very, very obtuse means of getting there, but you know, that's Dark Souls apparently. The game where you need to do things in the proper order and probably check a guide for good measure just to make sure you don't fuck something up. Because that's good game design, apparently. Same design we had back in Castlevania 2. That everyone shits on. Seriously, all they had to do was just make it so... now they just... I mean, they could have made that so that you had to kneel in front of a wall with something equipped for like 2 straight minutes to access the DLC as like the most cryptic thing ever. And I'm pretty sure everyone would have praised that. Oh wow, look at this game. Not pulling any punches. That's the thing about Dark Souls. I mean, I love the game, but it's got flaws. And there's a lot of people that will praise even the flaws. What's the fastest way again? Oh right, it was the Undead Parish, and then you run all the way there. And that's the bit I can't stand. I mean, I expect every game to have flaws. I guess I expect this too these days, but you know, I find it annoying when the flaws of a game are praised because people like the game in general. Therefore, it's fine. It's like you like a game, so the flaws don't matter. That's fine. When you like a game, so the flaws don't exist, that's not fine. I mean, I like this game so much that the flaws don't really matter that much. But you know, when you have that situation where you like a game so much that the flaws don't exist in your eyes, then I dislike that because I mean, it's one thing if the world only had you in it, but or you know, the person who views it that way in it. But you know, when you have other people and you're recommending a game to other people, you're not pointing out its flaws that might turn them off the game when you're recommending it. Then you just kind of tell a bunch of people to play a game that they might not like, and that's kind of shitty. That's why if I ever recommend Bloodborne, which I mean, as much as I dislike the game, I do recommend it because most people like it. And it is still entertaining. I know I enjoyed my first playthrough. Hell, I say that on the channel, like, I really liked it. Because I did really like my first playthrough. But I would absolutely point out that if you're playing through the game for the first time, you're probably going to have to dedicate like an hour to farming blood vials at the start. Because if you're playing through it for the first time, you're probably going to get stuck in a boss at some point and go through all your blood vials because you weren't farming them, and then you have to run back to a farming location to farm up a shit ton of blood vials. I will always tell people that because that might be a game breaker for them. Because if they're not good at games, they're going to have to do that a lot. And if they have to do that a lot, the game might suck for them. I never understand why they didn't just have the same system in Bloodborne that they had in Dark Souls, where you just rest at a thing and you get your stuff back. I don't know why they didn't make it so you couldn't rest at the lanterns either. They always just teleported you back. It just seemed like an extra unnecessary loading screen if you wanted to get your stuff back. You know? And I know, like, whenever I point that out, people always want to argue, like, would they make it so it's a drop, so it wouldn't make sense if you also got it back in the... I think it absolutely would make sense. You get it all replenished there, like you would if you teleported away and then back. And then if you lost some, you can still pick some back up and recover some. It's really no different than the system in the other Souls games where occasionally an enemy will just restore an Estus flask out of nowhere. They could have just did that with blood vials and made it happen more frequently because more enemies tend to drop them. I don't know, that's weird to me. It seems like just an objectively bad game choice, as it creates nothing but unnecessary moments of, like, farming. And it's weird because this doesn't entirely appear to be a 2D sprite because it seems to waggle a bit when I'm turning the camera. It's also trying to face the camera. Sorry if anyone's barked for that. But yeah, this is the DLC. I mean, I think I know why they did in Bloodborne. I think they realized there was a lot of enemies in the game that didn't drop any loot, and maybe they felt players didn't find it satisfying, so they just made blood vials loot instead. Which, I mean, again, they still could have done that without adding resistance. But now I'm ranting too much about something that people always hate when I call Bloodborne a bad game, because everyone loves it. But either way, I'm gonna go into the DLC on the next episode, so I will see you guys then. If you like the video, be sure to like it. Please leave a comment. I always read them. I always love reading them. And if you enjoyed the series so far and you've made it this far and somehow haven't subscribed yet, then I don't know why. I mean, there's nothing I can do to convince you at this point, I think. Either way, you have a good one. I'll see you next time.